Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the daytime stream for Wednesday. We're going to have a nice short Wednesday daytime stream. We're starting at 5:30 a little bit later. Yeah, I'm tempted to create a new schedule for the streaming. I'm tempted to create kind of like a once per day schedule. We stream twice a day. Man, it's hard to get everything done. It really is. I've been doing it for a while, but man, it's tempting. All right, so today, what do we got? What do we got going on that's unusual? Well, we're just kind of waiting for stuff, aren't we? We're waiting for OP13. We're waiting for the new Final Fantasy set. We're waiting for Phantasmal Flames. All right, I like that. Phantasmal Flames box break. Let's get that in the title. All right, Phantasmal Flames box, pre-box break. Pre-box break. All right. Let's say pre-order break. Cool. And then we also have new base set Squirtle break and hot pokey shuffles. The daytime stream's title should just reflect what we're selling. Maybe we'll have a goofy stream titled tonight. We're in a horizontal mode. This is a popular mode for selling the slabs because you get to see more at a time. All right, so we're live for Wednesday day. Hit send on that. Scooby Badoop beat. All right, cool, man. Let's see. Let me just mention this to Ivan. All right, let me hit send on this. Good, and that email is taken care of. And now let's jump over here. We got two Michael Pettiford orders. Wow, he's going really deep on this MetaZoo. Cool, man. All right, so we got some Michael Pettiford orders. Let me hit refresh over here. Let me turn the iPad on. I like this Donkey Kong song. It's fun sounding. Sounds like we're in the jungle or something. All right, it's Wednesday. This week has been kind of a slow week. We're real close to hitting 100,000 subs. I haven't checked that for today. It's probably like 135 or something. Let's see what it is. You ready? Let's see. Let me go hit refresh on it. So, did I say 135? I meant 935. Oh, no, we're closer than that. Whoa. We're at 99,952. 99,952. Wow. So, we could hit 100,000 tonight, potentially. I don't know if we will, but it's possible. Crazy. Hey, that SpongeBob video just went up, huh? Cool. All right. So I want to see, by the way, I posted another short last night before I went live, and I noticed that short did really badly, and then I want to know if it reversed at all. So let me see. So it only got 839 views. That's terrible. All right. Did it do that on the other platforms is what I'm wondering. Let's see. Yeah, actually, it didn't do too well on the other channels either. So maybe that was just a boring video. That video is more like an advertisement anyways, isn't it? All right, cool. Well, that's all right. Let's see. Okay. And I'll pop this up over here. I need to go get a fresh box of a MetaZoo Chrome. Let's adjust this camera a little bit. Get these right in the middle. If you guys like that, I'll be right back. All right, here I am. Ooh. There. Man, it's hot in this room. Must have warmed up outside. It was kind of warm. Oh, this camera, this system, the horizontal mode. Weirdly, I've gotten really used to vertical. You have less space between your arms in horizontal mode. There we go. Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Happy Wednesday. We had a very slow Tuesday. I don't know what Wednesday's going to be like. We are. Minister, are you still doing the pawn? Like a reverse slab away loan or something like that? Yeah, I can do that. That's where you sell me your card and I buy your card from you, right? And then what happens is then you put it back into slab away and you pay it off in slab away. That's what that is. It's not like a traditional bank loan or anything, but basically I'm buying your item from you and you have 6 months to pay it back off, to buy it back from me. That's what it is. So it's kind of like a pawn loan. And the way it works, we only value the item at, I don't know, it depends on what you got, but we don't value it at full price. So maybe like 50% of the item's value. So that's your incentive to pay it off, because you go, well, I got to buy my item back. It's half the price. And if you fail to pay it off within 6 months, then it defaults to me, right? So I've done a couple reverse loans like that, a couple slab away loans like that, and it's been all right. Yeah, it hasn't been a problem before. You are only here for a few. Got to work. Nice. Have fun at work, Miss Tammy. 6 Japanese EB3. Sounds good. We'll get those right after this. All right. Mister, I feel like we're getting later with these starts. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble with that. We are. It's a sign I need an assistant, man. Turn this down a little bit. Oh, but no, I was actually helping Karis with something. We were working on like Missouri tax collection from 2023 says we underpaid by like 3,000. I was like, really? So we were talking to them, and she had to have me around and logging me into my bank account, and then I was like talking to Alex for fun, and I was working on clearing up the receiving area. The receiving area gets overcrowded, and so I was cleaning that up. I had a whole bunch of boxes to open, and I thought about making a video, but in the end, I didn't have time to make that video, and before you know it, it's 9:20, and then I'm clearing the table up. Yeah, it's hard to get it all done. I actually got my exercise done today. So I took a nice 30-minute exercise today. I took a walk uphill outside while carrying 2 weights. It wasn't very heavy, but it adds a lot. I mean, the further you walk, the harder it is. So I took a nice 30-minute walk, and then I took a cool down afterwards too. So I just kind of laid there with the fan blowing on me, and you just got all these little things to work out. Like I got these import fees to pay. I just, that Nikkei BTO1 that just came in, so in the mail, I get like a receipt for the import fee. There you go. So you got a cryptic camera, but it's got no number on it. Okay. So, you just all these little chores, and I wake up at about 4 p.m. And so I got to get them all squeezed in about an hour. It's hard to do. Hard to get it all done. I learned that today federal tax in New York City is 30%. Federal tax is the same anywhere you go. Federal refers to like the big umbrella government, like the top layer government. That's like what Trump's doing. He's federal. Now, there's 2 layers of taxation. Federal, which is up here, and then state, which is beneath it. So depending on which state you're in, you pay more or less taxes. Here in Missouri, we have a really low tax of 4.7%. If you're in California, it's a much higher tax it can go all the way up to 15%. And for me, it probably would, because Karis and I have a good combined income. And so we would probably pay 15% on some of our earnings. Not all of it, but some of it. So by being here in Missouri, I get to make more money. I just don't get to live in California, which is a nice place to live, presumably. So that's the trade-off. It's a trade-off. It's kind of the same in the state of New York. In New York, they have a higher tax rate on your income. And so you pay the state a special tax, but you pay the same federal tax no matter where you go. So whether you're in New York or whether you're in Missouri, you pay Papa Trump the same amount of money. It is, New York City state tax only 4%, but then you have to pay another 4% for city tax. What? Well, they might have, this is the sad part, Mr. CS Man, is they might have 3 layers of taxes. So there's federal taxes at the top, right? Federal taxes. Then there's state tax. And then, so this is what most people around America are paying. Federal plus state taxes. But you can actually add one more in there. Special area tax. So some cities or municipalities will add a 3rd tax in. So it's really crazy. So the state of New York has its tax, but the city of New York, which is inside of the state, might have a 3rd tax for you. And by the time you're done paying federal, state, and city tax, you might have given up like 55% of your income. It's like you're living in Europe. This is something I've studied, of course. So it's like you're punished for existing just in a place in America. But the worst part is you don't give free education. Like in Europe, at least you get free education. In Europe, at least you get like free healthcare for paying 55% taxes. You don't get that in California. You don't get that in New York. So yeah, New York will have like a city. New York will have a city of New York tax, then a state of New York tax, and then everyone in America pays the federal tax. That one's the whole country, the same amount. Here in Colorado, we get some of our state tax back if the state doesn't use it all. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, where we got? We got Hug and Molly. Colorado is another blue state that does higher than usual taxes. It's a nice state. It's a place Karis would have liked to have moved, but if we move to maybe like a mountainous state, we might go to Wyoming, or we might go to potentially to Washington. Has the northern Cascades, right? Those are beautiful, man. But we're scared if we move there that they would just raise taxes over there anyways, because that's also blue state. Every Democrat state wants to raise taxes. Every red state wants to lower taxes. And so we have to make a choice. Where do we want to go with our money? Chibi Quetzal. Let's see. Oh, New York State tax only 4%, but then you have to pay another 4% for the city, so you have no money at the end. Good games. Yeah, you don't have any money at the end. That's right. So, if you're earning $100,000, you end up with $50,000 by the end or something like that. But it's not that bad, actually. But if you're a high net worth individual, you probably want to go to Florida now. You don't want to go to New York City. So you see, in America, New York City is kind of losing some people. It's especially losing high net worth individuals. And Florida is exploding. The state of Florida is growing rapidly. The influx of people moving into Florida is humongous. All over the country, people are rushing to Florida to get into the no tax state. They don't charge you anything. So in Florida, if you're a high net worth earner, they don't charge you any tax. It's free. Now, they gather that money other ways. So they gather that money like through consumption taxes. Like if you go out to eat, maybe the taxes to go out to eat cost more. But for a high net worth individual, that's great, because eating food is sort of like it's sort of like a static number. It doesn't change much compared to your humongous income. So it's a tax on what you eat rather than a tax on your income. That's good. So yeah, Florida will tax people in other ways, and maybe their services will be worse too. Like maybe they don't pay their teachers as much, or maybe they don't build as many whatever governments do. I don't know what they do in New York and California with all that money. Presumably, they just kind of give it away, in my opinion. Just ends up in the hands of an NGO or a contractor or some homeless shelter, some charity that, conveniently their brother, their friend, their mom is running. So, it's the assumption that all that money that they gather is used to good purpose, good effect. I don't think that's necessarily true. Humans are so greedy. Politicians enrich themselves like crazy, man. That's the funny thing about socialism and communism. It never truly solves the inequality in the world. It just shuffles the money out of the private sector and into the government pocket. So it just goes to the government officials. They get super wealthy. And then they don't share that wealth equally with you. I mean, you might get, if you're really poor, you might get a little bit of a better deal. But now you're just slightly better than really poor. You never really achieve success. And the people who are successful, they're capped. So they get their knees blown out with the baseball bat. All right, what we got? Let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, what's up, guys? A happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. Let's see, I'm getting out of New York City right away after I build some capital. Cool, man. My brother's next deployment is either Kuwait or Poland. I'm hoping he goes to Poland. Nice. Poland's awesome. If we're still in a shutdown, Minister, will it affect our tax returns once it comes to January? We're not in a shutdown. If you file as a C Corp instead of an LLC, do you get taxed less? Yeah, in theory, it's complicated, actually. Yeah, it's complicated, but yes, in theory. Back when I was living in Texas, we didn't have state income tax, but they got you with extremely high property taxes. Yeah, so in Texas, that's also a no-tax state. So corporations flock to Texas because the corporation is okay with the property tax situation. Now, you as the worker in that corporation, you do have to pay maybe a steeper property. But here's the cool thing about Texas. They got some of the biggest properties at some of the lowest prices. So you go there and $600,000 buys you a mini mansion. At least it was that way. I don't know if it's still that way, but I was shopping Texas all this year. And yeah, it's mostly true. $700,000 get you a big ass home, man. Like a really nice home. So, but that's if you want to live in Texas. Texas has a certain feel to it. It's very roasty, toasty, hot. You do not get the ocean unless you're living in Houston, which is very muggy. And it just has a certain feeling to it. It is. I went there and I thought it felt very peculiar. Actually, I'm more used to a Midwestern feeling, and it was not Midwestern. It is. All right. Here's, you ready? New York's cool, man. I spent a week in New York. I thought it was really neat. Ooh, sewer alligator. Very cool. Is that 20 out of 25? I didn't see that at first. Wow, guys, check that out. Sewer alligator out of 25. Nice, dude. All right. Is Delaware a good tax state? Sort of. Not for a high income tax individual, no. But if you're doing sales, yes, certain kinds of sales are completely tax exempt. They're one of the few states that don't do taxes on sales. And so if you're selling stuff, you can take advantage of that. That's why the PSA vault is located in Delaware. It is. But the people who earn money at PSA are not getting out tax-free. So there's only a couple in the entire United States. There's only a couple tax-free states. And my whole last year has been me studying this subject. It's a subject that's a very big deal to me, because if I spend 5 years working in a no tax state, who knows, I might be like $100,000 wealthier or something, you know, based on all the taxes I would save and what they would earn in the market, as they would all be invested, of course, too, right? So I would invest. So, you know, just living in the right house can make you $100,000 wealthier than if you're living in the wrong house. That's a big deal. You know, you make one move, you stay there and go get rich. You got to strategize, guys. You got to work for it. You got to strategize. And yeah, the strategy for us would probably be like Orlando, Jacksonville, Florida, one of those two places. In Wyoming, it'd be the Star Ranch, Wyoming. Beautiful place. Texas is out. We're not going to Texas. Texas, we found out, by the way, has an inventory tax, which would kill me. So inventory and high property taxes, I'm out. So no Texas. And then Nashville, Tennessee ranks extremely high right now. Nashville is looking like it might be the move. We're right next to it, too. The funny part, it would hardly be a change for us. Tennessee is right next to Missouri. We could drive there right now. It would take us like 6 hours. We could drive to Tennessee, Nashville. And that one's pretty high on the list right now, believe it or not. Tennessee is. Beautiful state, too. It's kind of like if Missouri had no state taxes, which Missouri is talking about no state taxes, by the way. I mentioned that on this stream a couple times. Yeah, what we got? We got Chapter 2. We got Rainbow Wizard. Yeah, I mean, so you can choose to move into a state with more state taxes and more services, or you can move into a state with less state taxes and less services. It's your choice. It's entirely up to you. And I think what people are going to learn, I don't care if you're Democrat, I don't care if you're Republican, I love you the same way. It doesn't matter what party you're from. But I think what you guys will learn is that a lot of this stuff is like a video game. Okay, that's how I see it. I'm an analytical person. I see it like a video game. So if you got one state saying no taxes, another state saying lots of taxes and lots of socialism, that's a sorting mechanism. What'll happen is rich people will trickle into the no tax state, and poor people will trickle into the high tax state. So eventually, the high tax state goes broke. It has to. It has to. There's no way for it to afford it, unless they find a way to federally pay for it. So if the federal government pays for it, then that would be like if you could push your socialist ideas onto the rest of the country. So that's an interesting thought, which is why I also believe that the federal government has to be structured in a way that allows the states to compete this way, you know? So if I live in a no-tax state, that no-tax state shouldn't be paying for a high-tax state to have its socialist policies. You see what I'm saying? All right, and I'm sure the government is fighting over that at the federal level right now with the whole, you know, the government expanding the national debt, right? So that's the conversation. All right, Michael. So we got this done. You pulled an out of 25 sewer alligator. He's basically like a rip-off version of the Ninja Turtles. So that's interesting. Let's see. It's a trade-off for New York City because nowhere else is like it. I feel like, and all major investment firms are located there. Everything. Nah, man. CS-Man, you got to. So that's the other thing. You got to go to some other places too. I've been to Florida like 5 times in my life. Awesome place. I don't know if it's meant for me. I like the winter. I'm a winter kind of guy. I like the winter. But if I liked hot, muggy air, I'd just go to Miami, like in 2 seconds. You gotta go to Miami, dude. Go to Miami. Miami's going to be the new, so if New York progressively becomes higher taxes, it's going to be Miami, baby. Miami's going to be the new finance hub. Right, wasn't that where Logan Paul moved? Did he move there or did he move Puerto Rico? He was choosing between a couple places, and Florida was on the list. So a lot of smart, wealthy people are going to Florida right now. If you look up the list of billionaires in the United States, Florida and Texas are really high on that list. And the crazy part is, I genuinely believe, unless you can reverse the tax situation, it's just going to keep moving that direction. List of billionaires. Here we are. By state. So if you're going to keep pushing it one direction where it just gets more and more punishing, let's see. All right, I'm not getting what I want. Here, let me type in top 5 states by billionaires. I just got off of Google and onto ChatGPT, and now ChatGPT is going to give me what I want. All right, so check this out. Okay, so we've got California has 186 and New York has 135. But what's really curious now is Florida and Texas have a very solid number at 78 and 73. That wasn't true. That's been something that's been changing in our lifetime. So those states were not seen that way in the past. When I was younger, Florida was like just this place you went on a vacation to once, and nobody really thought of it as a wealth accumulation place. But now it is looked at that way. And so there's a trend toward that. And I think that there's sort of a threshold where, wealthy people go, hey, all the wealthy people over there, I got to get a home over there so that I can rub elbows with the right people. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of people who are wealthy, they're going to own a home in New York, and they're going to own a home in California, and they're going to own a home in, Illinois. But they're going to incorporate themselves as a citizen of Florida and Texas to get that good tax rate. And it's not because of hate or anger or Democrat or Republican or whatever. It's because of common sense. It just makes sense. So like if you're doing your taxes and you can pay 0 taxes, or you can pay a really huge 15% tax, you go, oh, I can just save 15% and just incorporate in Florida. Is New Jersey bad too? Yeah, New Jersey's really bad too, unfortunately. New Jersey's very high taxes. We are all right. Let me have a sip. Minister, I also have 6 Japanese EV3. Yes, that's right. I know. Here we go. Let's go get those Japanese EV3s. Have no fear, Mr. Michael. Michael, you've been really... My bad. Michael, you've been really nice to me. Let me get you a bonus pack, Michael. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thanks for all the orders, Mike. I really appreciate it, man. Michael, guys, he's been keeping us entertained today and yesterday. All right, so let's see. That's fantastic. I live in the 2 places that have the worst tax rate. Mr. How much is the pre-order break? It's Jeff Leon, Mr. Jeff. So let's take a quick look. Ancient Origins is now 260, everybody. Phantasmal Flames, it's a pretty dismal 1 in 12 odds. So it's pretty tough odds. There's 5 people in here, 8 spots remaining. Phantasmal Flames, this will be the most expensive set I've ever offered. Ever, like at launch. Other than like Prismatic, but that was a specialty set. So Phantasmal's awful. I don't know what to think of it. I don't think I'm going to make any money on it. I'm probably going to lose money on it. But hopefully they do a ton of reprints. Like, did you guys notice how Prismatic got way cheaper later? Like, we're selling Prismatic for like $12 a pack now, and it's super reasonable now. So hopefully that happens to Phantasmal Flames. But at launch, it's just not going to be that way. I'm sorry. So here's Mega Sub List. Gengar, by the way, he's got 2 spots over here. Stream Goals, which I've not been working on. Let me toss this over here. Okay. The November giveaways. I'm up to $260. That's going to save $5,000 in a minute. Look at Jeff. Did you notice we're almost at 100,000, Jeff? Come on, let me see. Let's see. Damn, that's a good price for Prismatic. I try to be competitive with the prices. It does matter to me, guys. The prices matter. I do my best. Sometimes I'm constrained by what I had to pay for the product, okay? So I try my best, but sometimes there's a constraint. We're at 99,954 subscribers. We're less than 50 subscribes away from hitting 100K, everybody. We're quite close. All right, so here goes Mr. Michael Pettiford. Let's see what we got. Have no fear, guys. Michael Pettiford is here. Is that break with a bunch of packs still there? Yes, sir. There's 2 spots left in here. It's $40 per spot. One person gets all these booster packs. It's worth about $190 now. $190 in that thing. It's huge. In fact, it didn't go off yesterday. Maybe we need to include another booster pack in there. What do you guys think? Another booster pack in there? It is. Good luck, Michael. Hey, it's Mr. Brett Love. How's it going, Brett? All right, what we got? So we've got a holo. Oh, a Golden Dawn. Not bad at all, man. Very nice. I know Golden Dawns are very desirable. There are some holos. It's not holo. EB3. Nobody has pulled the manga yet, by the way. The manga could be in the very next pack. We don't know where it's going to be. Nobody's pulled the manga. The mango. 24-hour subathon stream, Mr. You know, if I did that, I probably would easily hit 100K. I probably would. But I don't know if I want to do that. I'm excited for Friday. Your slab is soon coming. Woo. Very nice, man. Then you'd have some fun, huh? Mr. Shahir is here. What's up, Mr. Shahir? All right. There we go. I think governments have to collect some taxes. I think they should strike a balance. And I'm not a strong believer in the idea that the government can just tax all of our problems away. You know, like mommy and daddy. I really don't think it works. That's because the government is ran by individuals who can become just as corrupt as very wealthy people can be greedy. And so you just can't rely on somebody else. I think in the end, you got to do it yourself, you know. Here's Scyther. You got to take care of yourself, provide for yourself, solve your own problems. Don't wait for the government to solve it. And don't wait for rich people to solve it. None of that's going to work. We are. All right, there we go. Throw that away. Oops. All right. Let's see. Little huntail there. Wow, we got a lot of slabs, man. It's nice to sort of believe that, hey, if we can just raise taxes, we can just fix all the problems. I don't actually believe that. And maybe that's the difference between, you know, me as a conservative versus somebody else as a liberal or a Democrat. I really don't think the taxation will fix it. I have a low belief, a low trust in the government. All right, so what do we got? Here's Mr. Emmanuel Valencia, Elma Churro Gun Breath Slab. What? What is he talking about? $19 slab, Elma Churro Gun Breath. Elma Churro Gun. What is he talking about? He wants a $19 slab. Costco selling Lorcana first chapter. Really? That's weird. Like at a really high price or what? Elma. Is there an Elma slab? What is he referring to? Hey, what's up, Cactuar Princess is here. What do you think of the new Mega Era so far? Excuse me. I think it's fine. I think it's going to do fine. Move this out of here. It's on the table, says Emmanuel. What's the name of it? Is it Elma? Elma Choro? I don't think it's Elma Choro, right? Oh, it is! Oh my gosh. Dragon Maid. You got it, man. That totally confused me. I thought for sure I was reading that wrong. It's a real card. All right. Boom. No, it's a reprint. Are you telling me they reprinted first edition Lorcana? JK Gaming. Andyman. They reprinted it. Are you serious? They've just destroyed it if they've reprinted it. No way. Dump all your Lorcana stocks. If they reprinted it, dump all your Lorcana. No way, dude. Here's Mr. Emmanuel Valencia, 6 packs of Hello Kitty. Meow. So, a Hello Kitty cat. That would be somewhere over here, right? Probably down here. Here it is. Lorcana was in Walmart also. Oh. So you guys are thinking there was a reprint? No way, dude. Horrible decision. I don't know who decided that. I'm glad I sold my Lorcana first chapter already then. Screw that, man. That came out like... How long ago did that come out? Like over a year ago, right? Like 2 years ago? No way. If they can reprint it from 2 years ago, I wouldn't trust a single card from that set to be investable. Maybe they don't want it to be an investable set. That's fine. But then they are misunderstanding their market. They don't understand that that's the heartblood of a market. I just saw Lorcana at Best Buy. The guy said it never sells. Ooh. Lorcana is dead. No way. Failed. whatever dumb decided it would be a good idea to reprint it, he just ruined it. Some guy made that decision. He just ruined it for sure. Ooh. Here we are. You got 2 BRs? That's so weird. Why'd you get 2 BRs? What the blank is a Lorcana? Lorcana is Disney. They're trying to get into the collectibles card, TCG era, or whatever you want to call it, where it's all exploding. And they're trying to cash in on the popularity of Pokemon and all these other card sets. So they made their own. And everyone speculated that, hey, Lorcana could be a really big thing, right? They were all saying that. If they just reprinted Lorcana base set, like first edition base set or whatever, it's over. It's over. Everything is trying to become Pokemon, I swear. Yeah. Well, Pokemon discovered something that was really, really accurate, and that is people love to gamble. What is this other than gambling? Like, you can argue it's a mystery box, RNG product, whatever you want to. I don't care what you call it. I know exactly what it is. You're opening up EB3 because you want to pull the $1,000 manga. You're opening up Death's Arrival because you're trying to pull the $2,000 Mewtwo. You know what I'm saying? So it's gambling. It's gambling is what it is. And, but that's okay. I'm not judging. I actually think it's fun to gamble. Gambling is a form of entertainment, The real problem is some people get carried away with it. Okay, so that's the problem. Some people get carried away and they don't take care of themselves. But so, card opening is like gambling for kids. And so everything's trying to become Pokemon because Pokemon has the ultimate product. It's like kid beer for kids. Well, no, it's gambling for kids. And so it's the ultimate product and everyone wants the ultimate product. And it's just a superior product. We are. So, now you got Pop-Up Shop, right? Now you got GameStop Mystery Slab, right? GameStop used to sell video games. Not anymore. It sells gambles, It's like vaping almost. Vaping exploded for a while. One day we might see government laws come in and say, not anymore. And then if they do that, this channel will change too because we do breaks. Although I like my breaks. I like the way that they're set up. It's very intimate. You know exactly what's going on with it. You're not confused about your odds. I think what we do is very nice. But yeah, effectively, you could just go buy this Tyranitar. You never have to join a break. You could just go buy this Squirtle. You never have to join a break. You could just go buy these things. You don't have to take a chance at them. And it's the same with the slabs that come out of the mystery packs at GameStop. Why do people buy those? You think they buy them because they like getting random $50 slabs? No, it's because they're waiting for a $20,000 slab to come out. That's why. And so, it's gambling. You get all these, yay, no more crappy sideways trends. What's up, Eduardo? You get all these sport bettings now, right? Or Poly Market, right? That's the new thing, isn't it? Hey, who's going to win, Mamdani or Cuomo? Well, Poly Market has Mamdani at 80%. Quick, gamble all your money on it. Here's Robert Tumman, one spot in the Gengar sublist. So everything's been like gamblified, Everything's become an RNG product. The stock market was always kind of an RNG product to a certain degree. You're betting on the value of a company. All right, Robert, one spot in the mega sub list. So, I think that's the future, though, really. Some people maybe feel a little dirty about it, but this is the thing. I think humans increasingly are starting to realize they don't want to go to the mall. They don't want to go to Macy's. They don't want to go to J.C. Penney. When's the last time you felt like buying jeans at J.C. Penney? All right, so this is how we used to shop. We used to go to the mall. You go to J.C. Penney. It's the stupidest store ever that ever existed. And you bought a pair of jeans, and it had like Levi. So you're buying a name on a pair of jeans. The jeans cost, of course, about $2 to create and to land in the United States, and then they sell it to you for about $40. So you're just paying on it. Really stupid jeans. You don't need them, and they're not even comfortable. So that's how humans used to shop in the 90s and the early 2000s. We're all the way in the 2025s. People realize what they want more than anything else now is money. Money itself. That's what people want more than anything else. What product do you want to buy? What do you want to go shopping for? Value. Value itself. I want gold. I want land. I want real estate. I want a chance for real estate. I want a chance for gold. I want a chance for Pokemon cards. So in the end, gambles become the most valuable product in the world because people realize nothing else really matters. And so now you got this entertainment money jangling around in your pocket, and you're like, what am I going to go spend this on? Some jeans at JCPenney? Nah, let's have a sports bet. Let's have some fun with sport betting. So that's what it's become, and it's a very fascinating thing, and I don't think you can stop it because it's people choosing the superior product. It's what it truly is. Brett Love is next. What's up, Brett? 4 Live Customs, 1 Prismatic PC, Lucario 170, top choice, Lord of the Rings. And all right, Very good. Let's get those. Okay, 4 Live Customs. Mr. Brett, how's it going, Mr. Brett? Yeah, people love having a bit of fun with their money. You know, look at Las Vegas. Las Vegas has exploded over a long period of time because that's where people go to have fun. They want to have fun, you know. You can spend money to go watch a movie. Ah! You can spend money to go watch. Oh. Hey, this isn't bad. 120 to the oldest slab break. You paid $80 for this. You got this at a bargain. All right, so I can't properly restock this, though. Here. Okay, so to restock this, we got to actually start putting cards in here. So that's 120, right? Which is 6, right? Okay, so the first pack goes in like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that, right? Brandon, I want some too. So you pulled the... All right, so check this out. So we got some cards like this now, right? Beautiful cards, and we need to start putting some of these into the packs. Maybe some of these poker cards. Let me see what else I got here. Let's leave a poker card behind. Here, let's grab a Nidorino. Let's grab a Tentacool. So those are both really cool. We're gonna grab 2 poker cards. Okay, nice. That's our new thing. We're trying to load these with real cards now. All right, let's grab 2 of these. Okay, we grab a little Tinkaton. Looks like there's 2 cards there. These take longer to refill. That's the downside. They take longer to refill then. You know, I gotta refill them. It takes a while. Okay, and then how about 2 of these? Nice. Look at that. Nice. Those are from the 25th anniversary. That's pretty good. All right, so why do some of those poker cards have like red dots all over them? It's like a camo effect. I don't know why they decided to do that, you know. So this is my new thing. Oh, okay, so that was, okay, we need to, oh no, we're good. We only needed 5. That was the exact right amount. All right, now the problem with that is you guys saw what went in there. So next time this shows up in the box, you'll know what it is. But, and in fact, maybe I should shuffle these a little bit. All right. There we go. So that's the idea now, okay? So those will have some pull in them, not just some commons. The goal is to make them feel like, hey, I missed the slab, but maybe I got a card that is going to be worth 20 bucks anyways, especially if I grade it. So now, Brett, we got to put you 3 spots in the oldest break, right? That's the rule. It said oldest break. The oldest break, without any doubt, is this one. Here it is. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Water never touched the stuff. Let's see. I can't stream your sideways stream to the TV. You can't send this to the TV? What? Mr. Brett, love. I've been going out a lot. Right now, it feels good just enriching my social circle. Hey, there's going to be Brett Love. Brett Love. Okay. And Brett Love. Okay, good. Brett. And we're going to pull out the BPB. BPB. That's the bounty. Ah, here it is. The booster pack break. You got 3 spots in there now. Good luck. You might pull that, Mr. Brett. And if you do, you can have it regraded. You can have it upgraded, not regraded, upgraded into the tall slab. This becomes 12, 13, and 14. 11 spots remain in the base set booster pack break. It's pretty cool. It's a cool item. Big item. You know, it takes a really long time for that to go off, really. Have you sold any of your gold stars in this boom? It is tempting, isn't it? You know, because they'll probably fall back down in price at some point. They'll probably go down like to 40 or something. So it is tempting, isn't it? But no, I haven't sold any of the gold stars. They're holy grails to me. I'm just going to hold. And even if they do go down in price, I'm not going to regret it. I'm just going to enjoy owning some gold stars, because that's the point, is to actually enjoy owning Pokemon cards. The goal isn't to just play the market. I'm actually trying to collect. I'm trying to enjoy some stuff. I'll sell them if I get really bored of them. If I decide if I'm not having fun anymore, I'll sell them. But that's different than just going, okay, now's the optimal financial time to sell them. That's not my goal. My goal is to have a really good collection and to just have the best collection online. All right. Why are we doing vertical? How dare we do this the old school way? I think you mean, why aren't we doing vertical? Okay, so now we got Prismatic PC Lucario and 1 Lord of the Rings pack. Those Lord of the Rings packs, so good, man. So good. Here we are. We opened one of these earlier. yesterday. Beautiful set. All right. Yeah, that Lucario set is my top choice right now. I think that that's a really good thing to be opening. Our chance for that Umbreon to pop out, chance for the God Pack, but also you get the stamped cards. And those stamped cards, you just need like 1 or 2 of them to grade 10, and it probably mostly pays for the box. So that's what's so impressive about those. All right, so we got the boys doing some camping. Here is LeBron James or something, I don't know. Here's Fireman, the Human Torch. And this is you killed my father, you killed my father, prepare to die. And here is I don't know, here's Ariados. All right, very good. My body ain't ready for this Friday. Yeah, excited. I'm working overtime when I can go just to pay for everything. Are there any cards you looking to pick up? Says Quietly Investing. The truthful answer is I don't have as many cards that I still need to buy. I actually bought the ones I wanted the most. So, like, I bought the Japanese Tyranitar last, Shining Tyranitar Japanese, and that was kind of like one of my top cards I was looking for. I mean, it would be nice to pick up a Shining Magikarp again, but I really don't have to have it. I used to have one. I sold it for $3.5. Now they're like close to $10,000. So you could call that a mistake, but I actually didn't like the copy of the one I had. I thought that it looked pretty much like a 9. And so that was one of the reasons why I sold it, is because when I examined it, I thought it was in pretty poor condition. And yes, it might have that big PSA 10 next to the name, but to me, it wasn't a true 10. So I just sold it, and it sold. And now whoever owns it, they're in a great position. They got it at a great cheap price. Oh, I see. This is when Gandalf is falling down with them. And I'm happy too, because I got rid of a card I didn't really want. And I'll have to flip this around in the sleeve. So, but I've thought about buying another one of those, but it's so damn expensive now. And also, the ones that are for sale, it's the same deal. Everyone's getting rid of the ones that didn't deserve to be a 10, and it's just kind of how it is, isn't it? Is there a Mega going? Yes, sir, there is a Mega going. It's called the Mega Gengar. Where'd he go? Called Mega DD, Mega Doodoo. Well, I don't see where he's at. Is this him? Aha. That's the Mega. All right, we did have 5 spots in there, but I allowed Mr. Team Rocket Grunt to sell me back a spot. I don't know why I did that. I shouldn't have done that. All right. So let's get that prismatic. I'll be right back. Do you have any black, white, plasma full arts? I can't remember. Black, white, plasma. I do have plasma full arts, yeah. For Plasma Blast and all that, I own Dialga and the other one. What's the other guy's name with the P, right? Dialga and... I can't remember his name. What the hell's that guy's name? Too many names to remember. Here, let me go get this box. All right, here we are. Firestone? No. Palkia. Here you are. Palkia Dialga. Whew. So this is for our best friend, Mr. Brett Love. He's been going deep for a while now. Thank you so much, Mr. Brett. Really enjoy your company and these beautiful big orders. How's your life going, Mr. Brett? Anything interesting to report? Here's Lucario. Here is Tyranitar. Here's our Do Not Redeem. And here is this beautiful Cosmic Hollow Tyranitar. I swear to God, these cards will sell. Well, there's probably already some for sale. Let's see if one's graded 10 already. It's Tammy. Tyranitar. Paldea Evolved. Stamp. All right, let's see. How much did one of these sell for? I swear to God, there's probably 10 now. They want 1,200 for it. Nah, dude, it ain't worth 1,200. I don't think so. Last sold $250 on October 24th. Did you hear that? So, Mr. Brett, this one card right here, this Tyranitar, last sold for $250 as a 10, 250. And wow, this one doesn't look too bad on the back, but I'm looking at the front of it, and it's a bit thin on the right, I'd say. How about this guy? How's this guy look? Not bad. I wouldn't say, well, you know, maybe. Yeah, so this card's looking pretty good. It might have a shot at a 10. That one's not too bad. Here's Lucario. Let's take a quick look at Lucario. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, a little white dot down there. So the Tyranitar EX so far looks okay. And, yeah, this one's really close. It might have a shot at a 10. Here it is. So there you go. Just looking at the centering there, though. I didn't look at the surface or anything like that. Just a quick overview. So, I mean, if your Lucario and your Tyranitar EX is graded 10, the funny part is they're probably worth more than the whole box. And you still get to open all these. So let's see if you get lucky and pull Umbreon. Megadon Spar says Lucario sucks. I've been to a lot of shows. It seems like right now the hot thing is Delta Species and Stamp Reverse Hollows. Oh, yeah. I was telling people for a long time about those. I sold a lot of them. Unfortunately, I probably should have kept some. But, you know, the reason I had a theory those would be so valuable is because they're associated with the Gold Star era. And when you look at their populations are drastically low. They're one of the lowest pop cards in the hobby that just come from like a mainline set, you know, like a proper set where you're supposed to play the game and all. And so, you know, my calculation was that they were undervalued. So there were like a year or two where I bought tons of them. I bought so many, and I hosted a lot of breaks, and I sold a lot. I helped people acquire those basically, because that was my instinct, was to tell my audience, hey, this group needs to own some of these Gold Star era cards, right? That was my instinct. So when I bring cards onto the table and I say, here, get into this break, I'm saying we need to be the ones to own these. So I helped a whole bunch of people get a hold of those in our group, and now they're worth like 5 times, 6 times what they used to be worth. Like, for example, I gave Mike Site a bonus. It was the Delta Species Espeon. He loves Espeon. And so I was trying to give him a nice little bonus. So I gave him one of those. That same Espeon, let's see what he goes for now. You ready? PSA 10, Delta. Did I say Umbreon, Espeon? I don't know if I said Umbreon or Espeon. I can't remember. Okay, last sold on October 22nd. It sold marked down from $3,250. Now I don't know what the price, the final price was, but let's say it was like 15%, you know, cheaper. Well, then Mike's site's sitting on an Espeon worth like 2.5, 2.8 thousand now, and he got it for free from me, and it cost me about $600, and I gave it to him as a gift. So, you know, that's that kind of smart move that helped me build my little Pokemon empire over here. So I was making moves like that because I was analyzing it, you know, years ahead of time and going, okay, I think this is the thing. I could buy any Espeon, but I think this one's going to go nuts. Here's Friends in Paldea. And, you know, it's kind of scary to make decisions like that, because in order to really get rich off of a decision like that, you have to go pretty deep. It's kind of like crypto, right? So once you've decided what crypto you think is going to go do well, you have to take all your money and just put it all into one basket. So it's a big gamble. You know, it's like a moonshot. And the moonshot worked. I did very well as a result of my analyses and holdings. Of course, I missed out on stuff too. There was, early on, I did have a chance to buy first edition base set Zard around $60,000. I would have needed a loan to buy them. And I thought about it, and I said, nah, that's crazy. 60,000, I'm not doing that. Now he's like, that was one of the biggest mistakes. I should have just bought that guy early. But, you know, that's okay, because I bought a lot of other stuff that also went up at about the same rate. So I bought a lot of other stuff that also went up, but I never pulled out a bank loan to own Pokemon cards. Here we got Phasandipity Master Ball. Ooh, we are. By the way, Mr. Brett, are you a big fan of the hollows? You ever want to trade your hollows in? You know, I got a lot of slabs and stuff. You can trade your hollows in for slabs. This will reduce, you know, all of the bulk you get at home. If you love your hollows, just keep them. But if you're not like super keen on them, you can transform them into like a slab or two. I'm doing trades these days, guys. I want raw cards for grading, and I will sit down and sort of preen over the hollows to look for a 10 or 2 here and there to include in my submissions these days. So I don't make a lot of money from holographic 10s, but, you know, every now and then you make a little bit, maybe like $30. So you don't become a millionaire selling, you know, $30 profit slabs, but Since I'm a card shop, I do that in volume. So that's the difference, perhaps, between us. I do this stuff in volume, and it kind of starts to add up. Here's Brassius. Would love to trade. Okay, cool. So what I got a whole bunch of 9s, and I got a whole bunch of low-cost 10s. And so if you ever see one, you could be like, hey, make that trade with me. There you go. Now, these, to me, are not worth a whole lot. The hollows are not worth a whole lot. But if you got a bunch of them, they can sort of add up. All right, so if I send you 20 pounds of hollows, yeah, I mean, if you got, they have to be unsearched, though, okay? So, like, there has to be a real chance for me to find something in there that might actually grade 10. And then, again, a holographic card graded 10 might sell between maybe about $25 and $60. That's the range, okay? But here's the trick. For every one that grades 10, there's usually one that grades 9. Right? So I have to combine the cost of grading 2 of them into that profit margin. So, and then even if it grades 10, it doesn't necessarily sell very fast. It might sell like months later. So my money's all wrapped up in these cards. And so it's really like the business of a card shop to work on bulk cards like that. But if you like to maintain that value, if you like to do that work, then it's probably better for you to hold those hollows. But see, you should be working on these. These are nice. There we go. Put that in there in the middle for you. Okay, so from your prismatic box, you got these stamped cards, which are, once again, probably the most valuable part of the opening. But you did pick up one Master Ball Fezandipity, which I don't know how popular that'll be, but I don't think it'll be super popular. All right, thank you so much, Brett. I'm ready to open another thing for you if you want to, Brett. Oh, right, these hollows. I forgot about this. So what you'll notice, Brett, is I got tons of cheap slabs. If you ever see a cheap slab and you want to trade all your hollows toward a cheap slab, let me know. Brett, you're probably due for a bag sort. You probably have Uber's amounts of stuff over here. I don't know how much you got over here. But, you know, the sooner we work on your stuff, the sooner we know. Where do we keep your stuff? I don't even know. I don't know how much you have over here. Did you ship recently? Oh, I remember. You got a shelf over there. Oh, damn, dude. You got like a shelf of cards. So feel free to ship anytime you want. Remember, $9, I'll ship everything. Or feel free to have me... We could do a trick like remove all hollows. That's a trick you can do. You can remove all the hollows, trade it in for like a simple slab or something. We could do tricks like maybe you don't want all your trainers. Maybe you don't want all your Gaifus. Maybe you don't want simple EXs like this Eevee, because it's like, are you really going to spend a bunch of money grading them? Who knows? Maybe you just want your hits. Maybe you want a big sorting where we sort all your hits into one big bag or one big box. So we can work on all those kind of things for you. We can also offer bulk grading. I'm pretty good at grading cards these days. I've done it for years now. Bulk grading is where it gets cheaper than $3 per card, but I kind of choose the time that we grade your cards. You know, like some nights are really slow, so we can pull your box out and grade them a lot cheaper than $3 per card. If you got a whole bunch of them, bulk grading. So, and this is all kind of useful steps to help you know what you have and how to extract the most value out of it. Brett Love. 6 wants the Gordies. Let's talk on Discord. Sure. Mr. Remember, Brett's got his own shelf. He's got his own shelf. He's got a lot of stuff. He's Mr. Brett. He's got lots of stuff. You probably have a lot of hollows if we've never removed them or if we didn't always remove them. Mr. Shahir is next. 2 spots in that pack break with a bunch of packs. Mr. Shahir, welcome back. How are you feeling today, man? So we'll grab this. All right. And we got this giant bag of cards, and this is the break. So now we need 2 more of these. Mr. Can I give away my non-hits, says Michael Pettiford. Yeah, I'd be happy to take that. Now, I don't know what that means, your non-hits. What does that mean? Does that mean all your MetaZoo Chrome cards that weren't, like, numbered? Like, I don't know what that means. Shahir. Okay. Good, I got a good feeling. Well, you have a 50% chance, so your odds are high, but keep in mind, it is still possible for you to miss. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, yeah, actually, it'd be a pretty painful miss. It'd be like an $80 miss, but, you know, that's the nature of it. The good thing is we've updated the, so these break cards over here, these break booster packs are way better now. They're way better. Now they actually have cards in them. So if you do miss, you get a couple cards, maybe something nice, maybe not. Just depends. Okay, and this is the chase card. So here's one of the fun parts of the new system for breaks, guys. So with the break card here, if you happen to pull this, you actually could just keep this instead of opening the big break. That's up to you. I don't think it's worth $160, but, you know, some crazy mofo might do that, and that's the change. I get an empty pack out for that. Oh, the pack's changed. What's the status of the Ancient Origins? Ancient Origins just kind of sitting still a little bit. It's like a typical vintage box break. Mr. CSman most recently mentioned he might jump in here. But yeah, so with this old Ancient Origins box break, it's expensive. A lot of people can't afford $260 per pack. You know, when we did I don't know if you remember this, when we did the fossil break, that one took like almost a year to fill. Did you know that? That took, I think it was like 8 months. And by the way, you kind of sped it up when you bought like almost 10 packs out of that. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't moving fast. I don't know why people don't get into these. They're very special. You know, people cumulatively spend $260 in no time at all, but they won't buy one spot in this amazing box break. And it's such a like let me show you the views on that fossil box break, guys. People really like the box breaks. Now I can't say that this box is going to get the same number of views because everything's different, and I think we got kind of lucky on this too. Oops, let me close this. But you know, these box breaks, clearly people enjoy them, or else they would not get so many views. So check this out. For the fossil box break, it's up to 103,000 views. So people really enjoyed that. And it's crazy to think it just sat there forever. Nobody was getting in it. It was taking forever. And not only that, you can actually pay down a spot in the Ancient Origins using slab away. Did you know that? We use slab away to pay down packs, and there's no slab away fee. There's also no cancel fee. So with when it comes to these vintage box breaks, we are much more generous than slab away. No slab away fees at all. There's only one rule though. If you fail to pay it down in time, we have to cancel you. So you might reserve a spot and then someone else buys your spot out from under your feet, which might be annoying. And the duration is not 6 months. That's a normal slab away, 6 months, right? The slab away time period for a box break is just you're out of time when the box fills. So that's it. So when the box fills, that's when you're out of time. So it works a little bit differently. All right. Okay, it's because it's English. I prefer Japanese. Mister, what's your opinion on the Chinese exclusive set bundles cards? They do scare me. They scare me a lot. The exclusive sets feel very overpriced. I feel like there's some buyer greed that is through the roof with those. I have stopped myself from buying a lot more of it. I do not trust it right now. I think the level of greed with those is beyond belief, and it could be a major financial mistake for people to get into those thinking that they're buying gold when all you're doing is buying unbelievable amounts of hype. All right. Oh, wait. We shuffle the packs typically, don't we? Let's see. Ancient, a year. Yeah, the box breaks can take a long time, actually. It's really up to you guys. When you buy into it, it's like voting. Did you ever get confirmation on the $42,000 box of Team Rocket? Confirmation, like whether it was a real sale? You know, it wasn't me reporting it. It was a major YouTuber reported the sale of that. All right, give me a number. TheCardconomist, how many spots in the Phantasmal? Total of 12 spots. It's a very expensive break, very risky break. $40 buy-in, 5 spots have sold, 7 spots are needed. That's the Phantasmal pre-order box break. Jump in that if you'd like a chance. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Mr. Brandon. Mr., what's better investment, Phantasmal or the booster box? I've got no clue. All right, so here we are. Now we got the people in the actual jumbo pack break. You guys ever seen a jumbo pack break? They're a lot of fun. Each jumbo pack break is sort of randomly put together using booster packs from our channel. We have a lot of product on our channel that never really gets open. It just kind of sits there in the menu for a long time. And the jumbo pack break is fun because it forces you to open some of it. It's usually $160 in value. And if it doesn't end, I usually throw in an extra pack. All right, give me a number. TheCardconomist. That's a funny man. All right, so 2, 1, 2. Mr. Brandon has chosen the number 2, and here it goes. All right, we can kind of do this in the middle these days. I'm so used to working over here because of the vertical stream. So, Shahir on number 1. Ho-ho, Mr. Shahir, you shall pick up Masquerain, Trapinch, and a lovely Gyarados. And I believe these actually are from Ancient Origins. I think these are Ancient Origin cards. So there you go, Mr. Shahir. That's your first one. And it's an SH, so we'll go into your bag over here. Very nice. So that's why I'm saying these booster packs are a little more fun now. Now you actually get something out of them. Before, it was just terrible. Oh, your second card right away. Oh, you are very lucky today, Mr. Shahir. You are very lucky. All right, so that is the chase card. Now, you don't get to keep this. If you ever wanted to keep it, you'd have to give up the other pull, right? Because what you're doing is you're trading. I get to keep my drawing, and you get the prize. So you get the booster packs. All right, so we'll set that to the side. You just pull it. Congratulations. That means Mr. Alvaro has pulled Corviknight, Tornadus, and an energy card. That's for Mr. Alvaro. Not all of these booster packs are super valuable, but that's kind of how booster packs work in general, you know? Some of them are hot. Lots of them are cold. That's the nature of it. All right. He goes, woo! Did you get nervous when your first one came out and it was a cold one? And here's Isaac Thomas. Mr. Isaac, thank you so much. He gets Metagross and Calyrex. Wow, Metagross from 2021. Super cool. All right. So that is how these are working now. Do you guys like that change? You think it's a nice change? It really slows the breaks down. Now when you open the booster packs from the breaks, you got to see what comes out of them. I'll take the packs. You're a wonderful artist, though. I don't really even want you guys to take the drawing, but it's funny because now I can say that this is kind of having some value, right? Before, it was just an energy, you know, it was just an energy card before. Now we can kind of say that, hey, you pulled this valuable thing and you're trading it for a valuable thing. So I think for the structuring of our breaks, it's good because it makes everything kind of equal to itself more, right? All right, here we are. So I felt like that was an important design for our custom break packs. We are. All right. Okay, so Mr. Shahir, let's see what you get. Let's grab all this. Wow. That is a crap load of packs. We added like 3 bonus packs in there too. So these are very fun to watch get open. I think it's actually really entertaining. And that's why we keep hosting these, because it's not just about whether it's a good product, you know, like, oh, am I getting the most per dollar out of it? It's actually just really funny to watch these get opened. Here we are. We're going to snip the tops off first. I ordered a Nami Smop, but I don't have a bag, so it might be worth writing on my card. No problem, Mr. Garrett. Okay, this is the Donald Trump pack, right? And here's Mega Evolution. Here's Inferno X. And, Chilling Rain. Cool. So it's got some Pokemon in it, right? You got to have some Pokemon in it. It's got that new BTC set. So that was one of the things we added a bonus, right? Here's the old BT Nikkei set. Now, this is in Korean, and I think they were all originally in Korean, and now they're coming on to the Japanese market. We'll open this last. It's got to be opened a special way. Here is Topps Chrome Metazoo. Now, the funny part is with all these packs, it's possible for you to pull some kind of big chase card out of here. So we're rooting for you. We hope you do. Okay, here's a little Team Whack-It. Good. Here's another Metazoo. Okay, so one of the bonus packs must have been a Metazoo Chrome pack. Here's a little Holo Live Girl Packs. People like the Girl Packs. Little Matchless Fighters. That's cool. Here's a Freerin. Okay, Freerin's almost gone. G.I. Joe. Kind of expensive, actually. It's a vintage set. G.I. Joe. Here's Card Wars. Okay, very nice. Here is Trick or Trade. Okay, here is Star Wars Galaxy. Good. Okay, here's Harry Potter. G.I. Joe, bro. Yeah, bro. Here is One Piece EV3. We still have some of that G.I. Joe for sale. Maybe I should give a box away when we hit 100,000. So we got 3 boxes left. And we've sold, like, over the years, we've sold, like, I want to say we've sold about 3 boxes. So about 3 boxes left, 3 boxes sold. Here's Lost Abyss and Charlie Brown. A couple more here. What do you guys think? As the audience who did not participate in the break, how do you feel about these jumbo pack breaks? Are they hilarious? What if we made them larger? What if we set the amount to 200 and it was a 1 in 5 break? And it was just like every single pack. You know what I mean? 100K's happening. Yeah. What's the number now? The number's got to be getting really close. I'm going to hit refresh. Any closer? 99,955. We're so close, man. All right. So, what do we got here? We got Cyclops. One of the things that helped us get to 100K was actually the vertical streaming. Did you guys know that? In vertical stream mode, YouTube was pushing our channel to a lot of random people, I think, and many of them would hit subscribe. And so that was pushing us up to 100K pretty fast. Here's Spider Woman. That and Mr. Mike Sides shorts, doing a good job on the shorts. Oh, this is a good pack. So you got a hit pack. Look at this, Carnage. Yeah, that was a big boost to subscribe rate. Whoa, that is awesome, man. The vertical streams, I know some people didn't like them, and today we're doing a horizontal stream. But, you know, they helped us get that 100K way faster. I was showing Mike's side, the last couple of streams we got, it was like 30 subscribers per stream, and we're doing like 2 streams a day. So I don't know why that is. I think it means that our channel is getting exposed to a lot of new people. But yeah, it was crazy. Wow, and that's... So, by the way, this is called, if you want to buy some, it's on our menu. It's called Marvel Masterpieces, $15 a pack. Very cool. I might restock it when we sell out of it, because sometimes you buy a set and it's so fun, you just want to buy more of it. It's also vintage, by the way, so this is some cool vintage. See, he got ponytail? He's got a ponytail. All right, and we got Justice. Justice. Okay. People need justice. Awesome Carnage. Oh, I know nothing about these packs, so this is cool. Yeah, this was recommended to me by one of our viewers to buy. They wanted me to add it to the menu, and so I said, okay, I'll do it. And by the way, if you ever have a recommendation for a set that's super awesome that we don't have on our menu, whether it be sports or Marvel or DC Universe or just something we've never opened, tell me about it. I might actually buy it. I might actually add it to the menu. We sold a ton of these Marvel Masterpieces. Of course, it slowed down at one point. People were kind of over it. They're like, all right, I've seen enough. But now it's like a year later, and we still have it, and it's still fun to open. And so now there's new people who weren't here a year ago, and they're going, whoa. Whoa! All right, nice. Yeah, a little holographic Taiwanese tar. Look at that. So that came out of your little $2 pack. Here's Dan to Dan. Okay, that's a hollow, and another hollow. Here's Lost Abyss, being cold as ever. Okay, let's grab this. It's that Fleer for Marvel Masterpiece. Mister, I think so. I don't know what Fleer even means. I like Marvel. I need to finish all my hologram chases. There's too many superhero sets, in my opinion. There's just countless superhero sets. But they're fun, you know. They're fun. All right, here's Charlie Brown. I bought this because I'm a Charlie Brown fan, and it never sells. I've graded them before, and actually they sold. The graded versions of them sold. So I need to send more of this out to PSA. I felt kind of dizzy this morning when I woke up. Somebody told me that you like me only because I feed you. So the whole comic is on the back. Achoo! I'll bet he's still sleeping. Oh, you got 2 of these. Oh, I love this. World War I Flying Ace. Mozart. What kind of cookies? So those are Charlie Brown packs. Those are $7 a pack. They're from so the 1990s that these were printed. So they're pretty old already. And yes, PSA absolutely grades these. They've already graded some for me. Okay, I just put them back in the sleeve there. Make it easy. So you get all the cards from that. Here's an EV3. Okay, you get a little hollow from EV3. No luck. Harry Potter. We get Harry Potter. All right, what we got? We got this dumb guy. We got these fatties. They look like Pokemon card collectors. When I make my move. Ron, no. And we've got Vampire Guy, Cedric. Very good. Hard to pull 10s on them square cut vintage cards. Not bad at all. Thanks for checking, Brandon. PSA version of that hollow foil Carnage last sold for 36. Man, if you get a 10 on that Carnage, probably be worth maybe like $150 to $200, I bet. You could probably charge like, I don't know, you could charge like $300 just see if there's any biters. Let's see, because there's probably not a lot of them for sale, if I had to bet. Okay, we got, so that's part of the RNG. That's part of the luck. Boba Fett. Ah, another Boba Fett. All right, Star Wars. These are the Galaxy 1, the set that started it all. Galaxy 1 Star Wars. Best pull in here is like it's like an etched card. Cool stuff. Etched Vader. Here's the Trick or Trade. Got a little Houndstone. Nothing to get excited about. This is Adventure Time Card Wars, which we've had for a while. Genie Ghost, Fancy Pants, Musical Chair. I don't think these are a top seller by any means. I would love to sell the unopened packs. You just hold a sealed pack, but man, I might need to list those Adventure Times up on eBay. I don't think I've done that. I need to list them up on eBay to somebody who's collecting Adventure Time. Adventure Time still somewhat relevant. They just released Cake and Fiona, I heard. Right? Is that right? I don't think that brand's over. I don't think that brand's going anywhere. All right, these are from like the year 2000. It's G.I. Joe. Oh, you got a holo. Nice, dude. Cobra Command. He's having luck so far, guys. Skullbuster. All right, he's a bad guy. He's a Skullbuster. You got Cobra Command over there. That's a star holo. Nice job, man. Mr. is presented Dobby with clothing. Harry Potter. I collect the 93 Marvel Masterpiece piece, only missing a few cards. Check that out. Cool. Wow, this takes a long time too, doesn't it? Jumbo pack break opening is time consuming. Sorry to anybody in the queue. I don't think we got too many people in the queue though. Here's Freerin. Okay, Freerin is the purple-haired girl. Green-haired girl. Here is Matchless Fighters. Beedrill. Hololive girls. Got a holo girl with pink hair and red hair. Okay, we got Metapoo next. Metapoo. Dude, mister, you're spot on. PSA version of the Carnage would be for $150. And I got that gut instinct for it. What people want to pay for stuff. It's a cool card, though. All right. I was going to say, if there were none for sale on the market, then you could ask for a higher amount, just see what happens. But see, I would have suspected that nobody would buy it at too high of a price. Here's Cactus Cat. Okay. I have a bunch of Marvel 93. Let's see. I snagged a Venom promo hologram. Only popped 24. I got some silver coins of Venom. You guys want to buy one of those? Those are pretty cool. I bought those to sell them, the Venom coins. Yeah, we got Black Cat. Black Bunny Man. All right. Nothing crazy coming out of those Metapoos. Metapoo. You're going to need 2 bags for all your cards, Mr. Shahir. All right. You got a second Rocket. Cold Rocket. We got the Cardos Girls. Okay. Sakura. Here's Noir. Very nice. Any S cards? She gets S tier for her gigantic boobies. Here's Yu-Gi-Oh! That's Charubin. All right. I need the Cosmic Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Here's SpongeBob-a-Doo. That is Sandy Cheeks. Clapping them cheeks. Let's see. And Sandy Cheeks, she's very strong, actually. She'll beat you up. Okay. All right. Very nice. Here's Nikkei Korean. Nikkei packs. Very popular. I just can't figure out why. I can't even think of 2 big reasons why. Okay. So that is the Korean version of the set. And now it appears to be coming to Japan. And so we've got this Japanese version. This is $3.50 a pack if you want to open it. The Korean version was $2 a pack if you want to open that. They're different sets, but same company printing them. All right, Nikkei. Now, that's going to be saved for last. This is a big deal. We got a little Inferno X, cold, saved for last. This set can give you a Donald Trump card from before he was president, and it sells for a lot of money. And if you hate him, you could pull it. And she looks almost like that one Sabrina Carpenter. If you pull it, you can grade it and sell it, or you can burn it. You can have me cut it in half. And if you cut it in half, I'll make a video for you out of it so you can express your rage. Some people don't like them. Some people do like them a lot. Some people are in the middle. I'm kind of in the middle. We are. Okay, and here's Pixar. Sabrina who? Isn't it Sabrina Carpenter? Isn't that her name? I don't keep up with the latest music. Final Fantasy, you ready? Okay, Final Fantasy. Oh, Balthier. Balthier and oh yeah, the what's his name? Not Ambipom. Oh, I don't remember his name. I only remember Ambipom. That's a Yukimori though. That's really cool looking. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, here's Balthier. Apom. Nice. So now we'll go ahead and take care of this sticker. This could hand you a holographic Gengar. It's a pretty big deal if you get one. One thing we like to do in the jumbo pack breaks is try to include some cards that are not currently on the menu. Ponyta. All right, so you get holographic Weezing. Gradable, by the way. Totally gradable. And now, let's get the Mega Evolution. Knockley Garganical. Nice, dude. Looking great. Okay, we got a Garganical AR. That was a good pack. And now, Chilling Reign. Come on. Oh, it's greenback. We already know it's bad. Here's Yamask. Back in the day, you could tell if a pack was bad by the color of the code card. I don't know if that's still true. All right, very good. Yeah, that was a bad idea. They shouldn't have had that. That was all for you. You got tons of cards, oodles of cards now. Got some ARs to grade, some sexy boobies. You got a little Weezing. You got Cobra Commander's actually pretty cool. You got a little Tyranitar. You got Carnage. Not bad. Let's go grab your bag. Chilling Pain. Strength again. That was fun, though. Yeah, that was really fun, man. That was really fun. Now, what's fun also about when I assemble a fresh jumbo pack break, it'll have a different set of cards in it. And if you like what you see, ooh, we just got a big Brett order love. If you like what you see with the current pack break, the current jumbo pack break, you can actually just order it outright for $160. So if you guys ever see me assemble a really fun pack break, just have me open a fresh one for you, a brand new one. We'll reassemble it. We'll construct a new one for you. Like this round, Eddie Shelton actually liked this pack break, and he didn't buy a spot. He sent 160 and said, "Hey, I'll open that." So that's one of the fun things about the jumbo pack breaks. Now we need a new one. The other one's sold out. I think Tammy's not here, so we're going to go ahead and get a link and update the Breaks channel in Discord. We have a channel called Breaks History, and that lets people know the outcome of a break. Where are we at? Slab away, Breaks History. So it's called Breaks History. And so if you bought a break spot yesterday, but it goes off today, jumbo break. If it goes off today, you can check the Breaks History channel and go watch the the event on YouTube. I don't take the live streams down. And so you can go back and rewatch the outcome. Very, very, very good. Let's just see what's next now real fast, shall we? Let me click on this. So we have an order from Jeff Leon. Then we have Jeff Leon. And then 5 more people. And then Brett Love. Oh my gosh, I better start moving. So Jeff, he says 2 prismatic, 1 spot in the Phantasmal pre-order break. Sounds good, Mr. Jeff. Thanks for your patience, Jeff. Okay, we got these 2. And then this is the Phantasmal break. Yeah, it's getting close to the release of Phantasmal. The way this works, only one person gets the entire box. Everyone else will miss. They'll get just whatever they pulled out of their custom booster packs. All right, so there's 6 spots left here, everybody. It's a pretty big deal if you pull that box and get the whole thing to yourself. And who knows, maybe you pull Charizard. So, Jeff, your next order then becomes 2 boxes of the English Bunny Girl. Oh, yeah, if you look, our prices on Weiss drop dead low. And we have so much of it left. Like, people aren't even buying too much of it, Jeff. There's plenty of it. My next goal was to put that all up onto eBay. So, eBay's the next step. But kind of letting you guys, buy some of it, pick through it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, let me go get you some Bunny Girl. Two boxes of the Bunny Girls. Yeah, it's almost all on sale. And some of it isn't clearance, but we lowered the price. So, like, the ones that didn't go on clearance, the price just got cheaper at least. All right, Mr. Jeff, if you're still here, it's your turn now, Mr. Jeff. Don't want him to miss it. Okay. So, got this, we got this. Throwing that away. All right, box number 2. Is the queue long today? It's a little bit long. We got some big orders in. I'll try to service these. Do you have sealed cases of Bunny Girl? No. You know what I do have sealed cases of? I got like 8 sealed cases of Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. And look at the price and compare it to eBay. It's like so close to the eBay price. Hardly any markup at all. Actually, it might be the same as eBay. I don't know. But there's hardly any markup at all. So those are on sale too. And that's a pretty serious one. I like that one a lot. The Sneaker Bunko one. Why is it so cheap? I'm just letting go of a lot of Weiss so that we have a fresh menu. That was the advice I received from AI. It said, sell out of your old stuff, get fresh new stuff. All right, but first it's all got to sell, right? So here's Prismatic Evolution. Howdy, howdy. What's up, Eddie Shelton? Yeah, AI said, don't hold on to your old sets so long. Sell through them. Put them on clearance is what it said. I was like, all right. So, I'm just kind of following those instructions and seeing how it feels, what it plays out like. Here's Sylveon. I don't do that with Pokemon, though. With Pokemon, I just hold it forever. Here's Whimsicott. All right, Baby Metal Girls. So your 2 Prismatic were pretty crappy. Freaking Prismatic, man. It's so tough. Prismatic's so tough. Okay, and here we've got these. Oops. Very nice. All right. So we're going to snip this. I actually thought the advice was good because I kind of remembered. I was like, I'm a Pokemon card shop mainly. And all this other stuff I've been buying over the years was just for fun. And so I was holding this huge inventory of like Weiss cards and Yu-Gi-Oh! And, One Piece. One Piece is real cheap. So Pokemon's my favorite thing. And so I just hold on to a ton of that. And I don't need to hold on to as much of this other stuff. I can give it away. You guys can have it for cheap, cheap, cheap. And if you love it, I hope you do open it. I hope you get a big signature out. I hope you make a profit on the signature. Hope you have a lot of fun opening it. Here goes Mr. Jeff. Mr. Not mincing words, huh? I never mince words. All right, so here we go. We got one smart-looking version of the girl. She's very smart and just about to put on a bunny suit. What's this story about? I don't even know what this story is about. I've never seen this. I'm nuts about Sue Metal Ears. What? Here's a holo. Here's a holo. No, but some of the Weiss Schwartz has sold a little bit, and yeah, it's been doing well ever since these prices got so nice. It's good to see, actually. It's nice to see the Weiss cards getting open. You'll notice English Pokemon. I significantly dropped on those prices. Here's a problem. I don't update the prices enough on the menu. It's like an actual job. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort. I've forgotten how much I miss these streams. Oh, it's fun, man. It's fun opening cards. That's the thing, so if you ever worry about cards being an investable toy, collectibles, doing well as a hold, you just if you ever feel that desire to open them or that desire to own them, you have to recognize that urge is what gives the market its value. It's not like the stock market. It's not like gold. You buy gold because it's a financial asset. You buy stocks because it's a financial asset. But this is what's interesting about collectibles. Collectibles are more like real estate. People buy nice homes that, like a second vacation home because they want it. What do humans want? So imagine you've already gotten rich. You're rich because you invest in the stock market. You're rich. You invest in whatever it is. You're rich. You got a nice job, whatever it is. So you make money and then one day you got to spend it. So what do humans spend their money on? And this is one of those things. So you have to think of it as in that category. Stocks are the place where you invest your money as a financial asset. Cards are a place where people buy cards because they want them. And so that's what money is for, And I don't think that trend will reverse because I think that cards are basically modern fine art. Stuff like the Mona Lisa is inaccessible. You can't buy the Mona Lisa. You just can't. You can't buy it. No one can buy it. A couple places can buy it. A couple museums and some billionaires can buy the Mona Lisa. But when it comes to cards, anyone can buy cards. So all of a sudden you have the ability to be an art collector. And I think that's the power of them. So this is modern art collecting. And I'm just very lucky to have kind of come to that conclusion very, very early before this big boom that has now occurred. So I was lucky to kind of, sniff that out a little bit and be like, okay, I better buy up a ton of these right away. We've got this lovely lady. We missed having you here, Brandon. I want South Korean cheerleaders. South Korean cheerleaders. Here's a holo. I don't think you can pay for that. I mean, maybe you can. Thailand or something. I don't know. I don't know, dude. We are. Here's brown-haired girl with a slight smile and brown eyeballs that match her hair. Boop. Okay. Holographic, slightly purplish-haired girl. Here's the same short-haired girl. Here's a different character. I'm going to buy the Mona Lisa. See, you can't buy the Mona Lisa. That level of art collecting, it's not that humans didn't love the idea of collecting the Mona Lisa. It's just that you can't. So finally, card collecting is a level of modern art collecting that it has, it has like social value. It has like sentimental value. It looks good. It looks beautiful. Like, look at this. You got to admit, this is like a work of art, isn't it? You could put a child there or something like that. It doesn't have to be Alakazam. And you'd still look at it and be like, wow, that looks really fun. You know, it's a clever, fun thing. And so that's why these cards are doing so well. And they'll continue to do well unless humans stop liking art. If we stop liking art, then the whole hobby is cooked. So that's the question. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to like art more than ever. I think when humans don't even have to work anymore and the robots are doing all the work, all we'll care about is art. That's the only thing that'll matter at that point. So last night's title, I think I said something like buying all the Pokemon cards before the AI takes over or something like that, right? We are. I went Zam. I've been doing a lot of thinking about AI. Do you guys ever sit down and just try to predict the future? I do that with my free time a lot. I sit down and try to think about what's next because it helps you make decisions early, and that has helped me in life. And so, you know, the AI is a big deal, man. It's a really big deal. I think people are underestimating, most likely underestimating how big of a deal it is. All right, let's see. A computer that can reason. After absorbing all information about humans, it can reason about it. It's almost scary to think about. Now, where did we put you, Mr. Jeff? Where did we put you? Did you need a new bag? I don't know if you needed a new bag. That's NHCC. I feel like you needed a new bag. Oh, no, we found this bag. NHCC, Mr. Brett. We found another Brett Love. All right, so here we have a Jeff Leon bag. And Jeff, I think would you recommend the movie Wicked? Karis and I watched the Wicked Part 1, and we did not like it, ultimately. We thought it was very boring. Actually, I thought she would like it because Karis loves music, and she's like, I hated it. But yeah, it was like this really obvious story. It was like, there was, you know, it was just super obvious what was going to happen, and the music was slow and lasted much longer than you think it's going to last. If you love, like, musicals, you're probably going to love Wicked. If you don't love musicals, if you don't watch musicals all day long, might not be for you. So this expires in December. Craig, huh? What did Craig have? Some hollows. He had a little Gengar. A little mouse hold. Craig. We're doomed in one way or another. Free time, never heard of her. Woke crap, says J-Dog. Yeah, it does have that sort of feeling to it. It actually is very fascinating. It has a feeling of not 1990s, maybe like late 1990s, early 2000s sort of wokeness, you know? So it's interesting because we go through like these layers of progressive moments where we're heading toward a certain political ideology. And there was a change in the early 2000s that you felt, sort of this ripple. And it feels like that. And then you look it up and you're like, oh, the play was written around that time period. So it has the politics of that time period. So it's a certain flavor. Mr. Brett, he says, 2 Topps first movie packs. Oh, yeah. 1 Prismatic SPC Eevee. Perfect, man. All right, so the Topps packs are amazing. You probably won't regret it, especially if you can pull Charizard and it can grade 10. So that's going to be a big deal. And then 1 Eevee SPC. You got it. All right, yeah, so the politics are like embedded from that time period. It's a fascinating thing. Here we are. You'll notice the Eevee box is a lot more competitively priced. I'll grab you 2 of these packs right here, and then I'm going to put this back on the shelf over here. All right, these are super annoying. Ouch! Ow! I just stepped on a box cutter that's laying on the floor. All right. Whew. So we got this prismatic. Let me set these to the side. We'll do these last. Okay. At least it's smaller in size than that gigantic Lucario box. Okay. Very good. Ugh. The real problem with Wicked was just that it lasted forever, and it was just musical number after musical number after musical number, and you're just like, oh my god, get me out of here. So like I said, if you love musical plays, you're gonna love Wicked. I don't know, if you don't love it, you might not love Wicked. Oh yeah. Toss all this over here. Wow, look at how that comes in the package. That's how it was. How are you supposed to get a 10 on that? How does Pokemon always find a way to not package these well? It's insane. All right, that's good. All right, how are we looking on that? A little white dot on this side, I'd say. Man. Hollywood needs a win with Wicked 2. Bro, did you see, once again, Chainsaw Man, top of the box office. Chainsaw Man made over $117 million. Now, that includes not here in the United States, but also in Japan. But it's doing very well in Japan, too, see? So they made that movie for just $4 million, and now it's already sold $117 million. It was just released out here. They're making oodles of money. They're making money that would make you salivate right now on that Chainsaw Man movie. It was so good. I watched it. I realized in hindsight how much I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. It was artistic. The music was nice. The storyline makes you feel something. It was good. It's hard to get that out of me. It's like it gets a rise out of you. It's hard to do that with me. And, so I'm thinking about it in hindsight. I'm like, wow, they did that for just $4 million. Meanwhile, Hollywood's pumping like $80 million to $200 million into its movies. People don't want to watch them at all. Not even slightly. They're like, nah, forget about it. Because Hollywood's just a couple things these days. Just remakes and reruns and rebrand and, hey, gender swap and, or like, hey, what are you, a big sexist or something like that, in their storyline. You didn't expect that, did you? So, all these, or like Star Wars, total crap. So that's all of Hollywood today. And then Japan just kind of effortlessly comes in and says, how would you guys like to listen to a cool story? And it's like, that was all I ever wanted. All I ever wanted was a good story. Here it is. All right. Very nice. Snipping this. They did it so effortlessly. And it makes me envious, really. It makes me extremely envious. All right, very good. Isn't Wicked about a green witch? Wicked's about racism. In the play, perhaps it was about a green witch, but it's about racism. Watch Vinland Saga, thank me later. I kind of like Attack on Titan. I'm cautious about the release of Badlands Predator. Nah, that'll suck. Let's see. New Predator movie has the Predator and the female android having a romance made by Disney. Oh, my God. All right, so here we go. Okay, so here's Flutter Main. Ooh, so yeah. Now, I've seen a couple trailers for that, the Predator, and all I could think is like, nah, pass. But I didn't know it was made by Disney, number one. And number two, I didn't know any of the details of the story, but it's just deep in my gut. I just sort of felt it. I just felt it like, nah, pass. Whatever that is, don't watch it. I think they need more creators, I have a theory that people in the past, if they were creatives, they went to Hollywood to make movies. Now I think a lot of them just make content online. So Hollywood is missing out on all the talent now. The talent just stays home and becomes famous on YouTube. It is Noivern. Their talent stays home and becomes famous on YouTube. I think in the past they got into Hollywood, they joined the organization, and so you would see their talent in the movies. Not anymore. Now that talent stays at home and makes YouTube videos or whatever it is they make. Decentralization is destroying content creation is what I'm arguing. This show From is amazing. Vinland Saga, what the hell, for reals? Anime Blue Eye Samurai on Netflix is good to watch from a great mystery. I thought Expedition 33 was a great game. We are. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I did try to play it. It felt okay. I didn't really actually have that much negative stuff to say about it. I thought the music was kind of loud. We are. I didn't finish playing it. I guess, man, it's hard to catch my attention with the video game too, Here's Eevee. We're still hoping that Umbreon pops out. Come on, baby, give us an Umbreon. From was a pretty good show. From is a great mystery. I don't think I've seen that one. From is right now we're rewatching Rick and Morty, and I am shocked at how good of a TV show that is. Rick and Morty is a masterpiece. It's extremely good. 10 out of 10. I'm in season 4, and I'm just shocked at how good it is. The writing is so witty, so fast. It's got layers to it. You have to think about it later. It sticks with you when you walk away from it. Makes you laugh. Here we are. What do we got? Pyroar. Ah, man. He's not even a Master Ball. Yeah, Rick and Morty, so good. Travesty that they're not having Justin Roiland play that character anymore. We lost basically a very good show with that. Weapon of Silo, has the Louisville airport reopened after the plane went down yesterday? Mike says short to more entertaining than Disney. Mister couldn't get past the music. I can see why people would dislike E33. No, I didn't dislike it. I didn't dislike it. I just, maybe I wasn't really captured by it. You know, I wasn't stuck like playing. I wasn't going, oh yeah. Here's Halucha. I will say this. Stories, games that are driven heavily by the story, I always struggle to play those. Always struggle to play those. For whatever reason. I don't know. I'm just maybe a little crazy. Stranger Things out on the 7th. Ooh, that's in 2 days. Oh, okay. I'm excited. Karis and I have been watching all of the Stranger Things since the beginning, so we're also curious how it wraps up. This will be the last season. Do you think someone dies? Someone's going to die. They always do that. Season finale, somebody dies. Here it is, rescue board. And here's Fezandipity. Come on! We need one good card. Come on, Pokemon! Here goes. Mwah. All right, I gave it a kiss. It's just some hollows. Mother! Henry Cavill still doing Warhammer. It is. Fantasy Football Clown says dollar sign on your tag slabs ? It is in USD. USD. Yes, we're in America, and those are USD. $40 USD, $150, $44. All right, so let's see. Wow, brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. Reminds you why the Prismatic Umbreon sells for $4,500, because this has to be the most brutal Pokemon card set there is. That also means it's huge bragging rights if you pull them. Now, you got this nice Eevee promo, so that helps a little bit. It would help if it graded 10, though. Does it have a shot? I hate to inform you, but I believe this will grade 9. So the Eevee will not even grade 10. That is very tough, Mr. Brett Love. But we appreciate you coming in and taking a shot at it. I mean, somebody has to, right? Or else you'll never see it pulled if no one ever takes a shot. So thank you, Mr. Brett. That sucks. Yeah, that really does. Here, grab this. I tell you what, Mr. Brett, we usually have some backup things anytime somebody gets a tough round, and I think that warrants a tough round. So what we'll do is we'll place you onto this giveaway. Where did the giveaway go? I don't even know where it's at. Did we mark the giveaway? It's the Eevee. There it is. Oh, it says 100K on it. So this is a $110 slab, and we're going to give you a spot on it. There's only 20 spots. Okay, so I think this is definitely warranted, Brett Love. And then there's supposed to be another giveaway somewhere, but I actually have no clue where that went. I was going to put you on that too. I think when I run into it, I'll set you on it, okay? I won't forget that. Here we are. All right, oops, all right. So see, that's 110. It's the same slab right over here. So you got a spot on there. And I wonder if there's anything else I can do that's kind of nice. Hey, man, looking to open a pack or two and maybe trying to go for a break or something. Any recommendations today? Also, any pack recommendations to pick up a good Cyndaquil? Always love that guy. Cyndaquil, God, I wish I had a Cyndaquil for you. I'm supposed to get a Cyndaquil from PSA, I think, very soon. A poker Cyndaquil. I don't know if I sold it. I think I'm going to get it in the mail. So, Mr. Norm, if you stick around, I should be getting a poker Cyndaquil. Let me look it up. Let me look it up real fast. We got to wrap up here because we're out of time, huh? So PSA, our PSA return is almost in. There we go. Home, orders, is it in orders? Completed. Oops. All right, it's this one. And I bet you I can scroll down. We can even talk about a price on it ahead of time if you wish, but I think I'm intending to sell it as a group along with the, let's see. I'm sad they rejected, they rejected my, oh, what the hell? They rejected my Charlie Brown cards. They were bicycle Charlie Brown cards. I accidentally closed the app and now I'm having to click through everything again. God, that's so annoying. All right. PSA is winning, man. They're winning with their eBay integration. That's a powerful thing, the eBay integration. Here it is. Check it out. That's Cyndaquil. Not only is it nice, it's actually from Poker Set Part 2 Gold, which means on the back, you got Pichu. Yeah? Pretty neat. That's the more desired set, by the way. So there's silver and there's gold. Silver has a Meryl on the back. Gold has a Pichu on the back. So this is on the way back to us. Now, here's a problem, though. I kind of want to sell it along with the Quilava. So here's the Quilava. And then finally the Typhlosion. So they kind of go together as a pair. Doesn't really make sense to split them up. So, and that could get really expensive. Like the 3 slabs together. I mean, any PSA 10 gets kind of expensive, but they're all going to be kind of expensive. This submission was really interesting because I actually sold a lot of it back to PSA. It said 20 PSA offers accepted. That was mostly LaFlame's cards. He just told me to sell all of them, basically, and so I did. And he got a lot of these sold. It's pretty interesting. Just clicking a button and PSA buys it from you. So bizarre. Okay, let's go ahead and open those movie packs. You ready? Here they are. All right, Mr. Brett. So we got these movie packs to open still, and still some chance for a big pull in here. We're hoping for a Charizard. You ready? So these are the really nice vintage Topps cards that are in very high quality, which is why they're a little bit pricey, but they got to be because it's so hard to replace this now. Oh my gosh, could this be Charizard right here? It's going to be Dragonite. Oh, you just pulled Dragonite, dude. Wow. So bad luck in the Eevee pack, good luck in the Dragonite. It all balances out a little bit. Here goes. And now watch this. Watch these cards fall away from each other like it's nothing. Wow, beautiful. Look at that, guys. Woo. All right, so that might be a more gradable card. Do you want me... Now, Brett, do you grade your own cards or do you usually use me? I can't remember, actually. I think you have me submit cards for you, so let me prepare this one at least. All right. We can put this in the Cool Kids box if you need. That's a big pull, guys. Beautiful Dragonite. Man, I think I could actually make a clip out of that. That's so beautiful. Look at that. All right, so there's Dragonite. And then let's see what else. The crazy part is he might get more. So what else we got in here? We got a nice Dratini, too. So Dratini is cute. That's, of course, not the holographic version of it. Did I say Dratini? I meant Dragonair. That's the Dragonair, not the Dratini. Okay, and these could probably just go into one sleeve together real fast. I'll keep my eyes out for that set and go from there. Any pack recommendations for today or a break? We got awesome breaks, man. We got awesome breaks all the time. Right now, this is the fast break, the lightning break. No one has bought into it, which tells me that maybe not that popular. But that is base set Squirtle from 1996. So that's an awesome break. But yeah, I mean, we got lots of breaks all the time. It's more like, what are you looking for? Are you looking for high risk, high reward? Are you looking for the latest thing? Like the Phantasmal box break is the latest thing. Are you looking for like the biggest risk, the biggest reward? What are you looking for, you know? Do you have a favorite Pokemon? Are you interested in One Piece? We got a One Piece break running. So it really just depends on what you want. Do you want instant gratification? That would be like the Poke Shuffles or the live customs where you know the outcome instantly. So we got breaks for days. This channel is all about breaks. Here's the Fight Rages. As for booster packs, I recommend Prismatic. Prismatic's at a special low price of $12 a pack. It's very good. Very tough to pull Umbreon out of there, though. Oh, look at that. You got the Dratini, too. That's so awesome. And what's behind it? Oh, yeah. Great day. Looking beautiful, man. Today was a great day. You pulled Dragonite today. This is also very gradable, by the way. Notice how there was no sticking at all. Might actually grade 10. I was actually debating whether to sell that box or not, because it's like, well, why don't I just open it and sell it? You know, why don't I just open it and grade it? There it goes. There you go. But we won't get special moments like this if we do that. So, awesome. I'll keep my eyes out. I already read that. Okay, good. So let's grab this link. Yeah, this has been a good stream so far, guys. We opened up the Jumbo Pack break earlier today, thanks to Mr. Shahir. And Mr. Brett has sort of Poke-blessed us here with a great Dragonite opening. It's really cool. Let's jump over to the clips. It's very cool watching those get opened. Where are the clips? It's so hard to find this sometimes. Here it is, stream clips. We got too many channels in Discord. This is going to say Dragonite pulled out of Topps at the 104-minute mark. You might hit 100K tonight. I think we might hit 100K tonight, guys. I mean, we're less than 50 subscribers away. It's actually crazy. We're less than 50 subscribers away right now, everybody. Okay, here's Dratini. Maybe I should make a statement on my other channels. So somehow, out of 2 packs, check this out, guys. Out of 2 packs, he finished the Dragonite evolution. Look at this. Okay, so look at that. We got Dragonair, Dragonite, Dratini. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, if we don't hit it tonight, we probably will hit it tomorrow. That's my bet. So if we don't hit it tonight, probably tomorrow. Okay, Mr. Brett. That's crazy good. That's going to say Brett Love on it. And this baggie shall say Brett Love. I'm going to put that up in the Cool Kids box, okay? And so basically it's a weighting grading, because I highly suspect this one could be graded. Okay, setting up there. And then set these off over here. And, ooh, yeah, that's really cool, man. Grab this baggie. Set this in here. Mr. Brett. You got almost 100K subscribers, but only 64 people watching. How does that make sense? Well, it's a fascinating thing. First of all, I think part of that's because we stream twice a day. So that's a big issue right there. Like, we peaked at 80 viewers. And then tonight, we'll probably peak at like 80 to 100 viewers. So if you were to actually add all of that together, that's actually closer to like 180. But let's assume some of them are duplicates, maybe about 140, 150. And we've had that roughly that many viewers for a long time. So it depends on how many duplicate viewers we have. Maybe some of them are duplicates. Maybe lots of them are duplicates. But like, for example, Mr. Brett, he's probably just going to be here in the daytime stream. So I think splitting up the streams is convenient for shopping, but it's maybe not the best for the algorithm. Okay. And then a lot of the subscribes do not come from the stream. They actually come from our enormous amounts of content that we have pushed out. So we have a big channel because we're not just a card shop. We actually make an enormous amount of content. And so if I were to show you our views, check out our views just for 1 month. So our views, 641,000 views. That's almost 500,000. And that's all coming from our shorts. We make enormous amounts of content, and we're just good at that. Let's see. Yeah, 641,000. Our top video, Gear 5 Luffy, 94,000 views in the last 28 days. So yeah, we've become not just a live stream, sort of channel, but really we're a content channel in general. It's a content channel. So a lot of those guys, they stick around and they want to watch shorts, but they don't necessarily come here to buy stuff live. Although if they did, we'd have maybe a larger group watching. But yeah, I mean, we could do things to make the stream feel more full, probably like heavier giveaways. We could do, Mr. Shahir. Here you go, Mr. Shahir. We could do heavier giveaways. We could do way lower prices on our products so that it's like dirt cheap. That would cause more viewers, I think. We could do maybe a better website. We could combine the streams into one stream, let people know we only do 1 stream per day, have it be a longer stream. I think that would work. We could also stream at a more ideal time. So we could force our stream to take place during dinner time, which is a very bad time for me in the day. So we stream like at 2 a.m. in the morning we stream. There we go. 2 cold ones, Mr. Shahir. Those prismatics are brutal as hell. Thank you, Mr. Shahir. I appreciate it. Dick Cheney died. How are the gays going to get their way? Not Dick Cheney. Here we are. No! Everyone remembers him for all the good things he did. Here we are. Where's the best place to contact you? Says Matthew David. Email is very effective. Also Discord. Also Instagram. But here's my email. cardconomist@gmail.com. That's also the email we use to get your address for shipping, guys. And, but Discord is good. Instagram is good. I check all those things. I don't check Instagram as much. Instagram is probably the less of the 3. All right. Garrett Nadal, 1 Nami spot, 100 a slab away. Garrett Nadal. Go to a WWE event. Yeah. Garrett Nadal. And give Logan Paul a Charizard. Very nice. Okay. Garrett with G. I bet you that when the giveaways begin, let's see, 1 Nami spot. It's going to say mango, isn't it? Bet you when the giveaways begin, we do get a larger audience. The question is how much larger. Very nice. 8-hour stream. Yeah, I don't think we stream in the most optimal way at all. Here's Christine. Can I get 3 junk packs and 1 rocket pack? I have a bag. 3 junk packs, 1 rocket pack. All right, you got it. Wait a second. These aren't junk packs. Put that out of the way. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And 1 Rocket Pack. Okay. Let's go ahead and snip this. New bag on that says geared in. Yes, sir. I don't think I need to... Wait, did I actually apply the $100 to your card? Garrett, I didn't do it. I told myself to do it, and I didn't do it. Slab away, Mr. Garrett. The new bag is not necessary at the moment, but your Dialga level X is... You have a Dialga level X. That's super cool. How'd you get that from me? Down to 860. That's due in April. Well, you got a very good deal on that Dialga, dude. You gotta start paying that down, bro. All right, what we got? Where's my money? Here's Moltres. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one, man. I'm envious. Pop this over here. Christine. All right. Miss Christine. Here we have some cold ones. Ah, Isaiah. That's the card. And James Harden. Okay, packet number 2. Let's see what's in packet number 2. These are called junk packs. These cost $3 each. They're just literally junk. Oh, you got this girl. Football. Hello Kitty Cat. Meow. And waiting for the government to pay me when the shutdown ends. Was surprised to see it go up. Oh, yeah. Here's Intercessor's Arrest. Oh, wow. There's whatever her name is. Iona. There we go. Genuine Iona. You got some sports packs a little bit. There you go. Lots of those cards. I'm after some variety, nothing too specific regarding breaks. Some high, low risk. Just happy to be involved, and maybe we are. Grab this. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. What I recommend is just kind of exploring, see what other people open. If you have questions about a particular product, just ask me. If you have certain goals, like if there's a type of thing that you like the most, just let me know what you like the most, and I can say, oh, we got more of that over here. You know what I'm saying? Here's Christine. Thank you, Christine. Variety, huh? Okay. Ugh. All right. Well, you're in the upper box now because the lower box was too full for that. Nice. You definitely get a lot of cards with the junk packs. 2 on the sub list, Bill Barron. He's getting into this sub list for the mega sub list. The mega sub list gives you a chance for an exceptionally expensive card, but it's a small chance. Hey, Bill Barron. Thank you, Bill. I want some junk packs. Those junk packs didn't look too bad. Maurice, 100 to my slab away for the Quest Sticker Gengar. You got it, Maurice. All right, you got it going down to 600. Boom. All right, good. Bill Barron, 3 packs of the Trump cards. Okay. Who's going to clean your toilets, Donald Trump? The ladies from The View. I saw Marjorie Taylor Greene on The View in a TikTok today. That was interesting. Okay, you ready? Notice she's sounded like she was kind of distancing herself from the Republicans to some degree. There you go. She's a wild one, man. All right. So this gives you a chance for a very expensive Donald Trump card from back in his Playboy days. He was a man of Christ. And so, as you know, he posed on a Playboy magazine cover because he was a Playboy. Okay, there's the bunny suit, and there's Playboy quarters. That's packet number 1. Good luck, Mr. Bill. Packet number 2. Okay. Ready? So we got Playboy, 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 Playboy. There it is. You pulled it. Very good, Bill. Congratulations, man. All right, that's the card you're looking for. It's kind of a common card. It's actually not that hard to pull. Seems like you can pull it pretty consistently if you open enough packs. Like, it's not considered uber rare. However, there is a more rare version of that card in this set, and no one's ever pulled it. It's the rainbow version. So every card in this set... Oh, weird. It, like, bends the other way now. Oh, right here. See this? How it's rainbow? So every card has a rainbow version of itself. and no one has pulled the Rainbow Trump card. And that card sells for like, I'm betting like $10,000 in a 10. So it's a big money. People don't think about it too much. But yeah, if you get that card in a rainbow, it's going to be nuts. I mean, even the non-10 version of the card, like even if it graded like 8, probably sells for over 1,000. There you go, Mr. Bill. Thank you very much, Bill. Congratulations on your Donald Trump. Trump! I just subscribed with my other account. Very nice, man. Let's see. Trying to hit that 100K by tonight, huh? Did you have a bag, Bill? I don't know if Bill had a bag. Brian D's. Brett. Bill. Here it is. Thank you. It's Regina Race. What's up, Regina? Regina. There we go. Stream's coming to an end. Don't place any more orders, guys. Mr. Aaron Rodriguez, 6 ghosts of the past. Wish me luck. 6 ghosties. Got them all pre-pulled out of their box now. It's kind of nice, organized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these go back in. Everything's organized. Yeah, I got a Yu-Gi-Oh box over here now. It's so nice. Ghost of the Past never seems to stop selling. This set is one of the most popular Yu-Gi-Oh sets we've ever had on the menu. It always sells. Kind of puts some confidence in a Yu-Gi-Oh for me, but Yu-Gi-Oh's an odd one, man. I don't know how to feel about Yu-Gi-Oh because we'll buy like a new set of Yu-Gi-Oh and it just doesn't sell at all. I think there's probably a possibility to be a dedicated Yu-Gi-Oh channel out there, but wouldn't be me. I'm not a specialist in it. All right, what we got? No, God. No, we're looking for the Ghost Rares. Ghost Rares, everybody. These can be a little pricey to open, in fact. He paid $51 to open these 6 packs. Cold? Actually, that doesn't add up properly. How does 51 add up from 6? What is the price on these Ghost Rares? Let me look this up. Let me look this up. Don't go anywhere, okay? So the Ghost Rares are 8.5, and you ordered 6 of them. Maybe it does add up. My bad. 8.5 times 6. Oh, it adds up to a weird $51. It's that 0.5. It's very confusing. All right, very good, man. Well, not very good because you didn't pull the Ghost Rare. You're supposed to pull the Ghost Rare, Mr. Aaron. I'm sorry, man. Thank you so much for coming in there. I really appreciate you. Aaron Rodriguez. Yeah, I thought 51 sounded odd. I was like, how does it add up into 51? But it does. All right, this is a completely full box. What about back here? I don't know what this music is, but it sucks, dude. Here's Aaron Rodriguez, Aaron Rodriguez. So these are all Aaron Rodriguez. Good. Mister, toss those cards. Oh, thank heavens. I'm so glad you decided to do that. You've got 2 boxes with me, and they're both pretty much full. There's a little bit of room left, but there's not room for a bunch of hollows. Thank heavens. All right, I'm sorry about your loss, Mr. Aaron Rodriguez. And now, Mr. Shahir, 8 more prismatics. You got it, man. Last round. What is this music? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, do we have 8? Oh no. Oh my gosh, I need to go get. Wait, is this it? No, that's not it. All right, I gotta go get more prismatic. Good heavens. All right, baby, I'm back. Now, I brought 5 more of these back into the room because we're going to open those all and put them into the box where we store them for purchases. All right. There we go. You know, we're in horizontal mode, which allows me to show off more of the slabs. And I hardly rotated the slabs at all, didn't I? I hardly rotated them. We were so busy with orders. How do you guys like horizontal? What's better, horizontal or vertical? Let's hear some feedback. Horizontal or vertical? What do you guys think? I can tell you what gets more views and what gets more subscribes. By far, like 100 times better is vertical. Vertical gets all the views and the subscribes. That's the bounty. Here's Turtle. Speaking of bounties, we definitely got to put Brett Love into the bounty. He pulled that Dragonite. Oh, Jesus. I hate it when that happens, man. Got to pull these out a little bit. Horizontal, horizontal. Get to rotating. I like horizontal. Everyone loves horizontal. Sadly, horizontal is the worst performing stream of the two. Oh my God, this music is just killing me, dude. Ha, 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 ha. Now, give me back to Donkey Kong. Man, wasn't that music awful? I felt like I had some sort of Zelda fairy screaming in my ear. There you go. Yay for the bounty. Yes, you're going in that bounty. You pull that nice Dragonite. The bounty is this card right here, by the way. Check it out. And so every time you have a hit come out of your order, you get into that bounty. There you go. Ready? Oh, not just you. Mr. Shahir needs to go in there too, because pulling the chase card out of any break is also considered a spot in the bounty. It is. So there's Airy. Here's Dracloak. So we got two people that need to go into that bounty. Gonna send for the Mew. That one right there. Yes, sir. You can do that. Yeah, you guys can still send in orders even when the stream's coming to an end. The only thing is we might service it in the nighttime stream. All right. So Shahir is going deep on these prismatics. They're very tough. Prismatics are tough, man. Here's Flareon. Ooh, fun system. Yes, it's a month-long bounty. It lasts for 1 month. And anytime you get you got a Master Ball Pyro. That's actually okay. So you're pulling a Master Ball out of yours. Anytime you get a hit, you go into the bounty. And then at the end of the month, one person gets that bounty. That's the monthly bounty. I've also thought about implementing like a weekly bounty. So like bounty on top of bounty on top of bounty on, you know what I'm saying? But it's just an excuse to give you guys free cards. That's all it is. It's just an excuse to give you more cards. So here's a Fire Energy card. We could do a daily bounty. We could do just all kinds of things are possible. Especially when you have so many cards you gotta get rid of. I got way too many cards. Here's Janine. I got way too many cards, guys. I got so many slabs. It's too much. I'm gonna start listing some on eBay. I'm gonna start listing. I did some auctions on eBay, so you gotta learn my eBay. Okay, that Mew is sold to Mr. Oscar Resendez. You guys gotta learn how to get into my eBay because we're gonna do some eBay auctions. I've already got a couple auctions up, and we decided to do auctions with them because it's cards that just came out, and I have no way to price them. There's no sale history on them. Tag Grading got them back to me so fast. Did I spell that right? Tag Grading got them back to me so fast that I have nothing to base them off of. And so I said, well, put them in auction. Let's see what they go for. Just see what people want to bid on them for. Yeah, here's Janine. So I don't know how well they'll perform, but, you know, if the auctions go well, I'm going to take that as a good sign, and you might see more auctions. But you're also just going to see a ton of stuff get listed on eBay because if I got like 900 slabs coming in a month, I got to liquidate like 800 of those slabs in a month. And I don't think you guys can buy them that fast, so it's got to go to eBay. Do I get a spot in the Bounty for Trump card? Yes, sir. Yes, you do. Absolutely. Yes, you do. All right, so that's Shahir. And that's Brett. And that is Bill Barron. All right, there we go. Just clear the ink on that. And the bounty's way over here, and I'm probably going to get in trouble with my wife in a second here because she's going to be like, oh, all you ever do is stream. Go. All right, cool, man. So at the end of the month, you might additionally pull that Charizard. And you know, if you're somebody who's very consistent over here, like you open up a lot of cards over here, your odds on that bounty go up because you probably get into it a couple times, you know? You know, if you're opening your cards here, you probably get into that a couple times, and so your odds go up. I've actually considered making the bounty a really valuable card to see how that works. Like, what if we made the bounty like $1,000 card, you know? So that would be interesting. That YouTube's so close now. I'm going to have not one, but 2 silver play buttons We're not hitting 100,000. This is actually 230,000 subscribes for me. I've got 2 YouTube channels. So I'm very excited for tonight. We might hit it tonight. I'm excited for tomorrow. If we don't hit it tonight, we're probably hitting it tomorrow for sure. I'll see you guys there. We'll be back for the late night Wednesday stream. See you in the late night Wednesday stream, everyone.